That's good. And let's copy some stuff. Let's copy some stuff here. Gotta get our act together here. Alright, so we're gonna send some notifications out and then we'll jump right into it. Put that right there. Am I? Well, on the internet, yes. I certainly am, yes. But that's a very bold question right out of the box. Okay, so anywho, let's keep on with these notifications and then we're gonna get this started. All right. Okay, and this. Perfect. Okay, now I think we can start playing. Alright. We've done all of our technical stuff. Alright, so that's done. That's done. Okay, alright, so one may ask, what the mess is this? Well, this is Murderous Muses, and you know as much as I do. So, yeah, we're going to jump in, but I'm pretty sure we're about ready to solve a murder of some kind. But beyond that, hey, you know, we're all in brand new territory here, you know. All right, let's get into a new game. That's interesting because this is a random I'll talk in a second. Hello? Hello?
You're on your own tonight.
Oh, here we go.
The gallery can get a bit creepy.
Oh.
It's old. Things rattle. Just do a circuit every now and then and head back to reception when you're tired. If anyone tries to break in, call me. Or the police. Actually, police and then me.
Police and then
But you'll
you?
be fine.
Oh, goodness.
You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night.
Yep. Wow, okay, alright. Unsolved mysteries. I'm gonna have to do an audio check real quick here. Settings, I need to take the volume down. We need to bring it down into a little bit better here. Okay, alright, day 1. Okay, can we... Bunch of nothing. Hey, please can you open the crates and hang Gray's painting for me? There should be 6 arriving each day. Please try to match them up correctly with the plaques I put up. When you're done, turn on the security monitor to start your shift. Sasha. Okay. Alright. People are gonna have to remember we got 6 of these things we gotta put up. So let me actually get the dock here. Okay, that's better. Okay, alright. So people are gonna have to help me remember to do all this stuff here. Okay, what do we got? Anything happen?
Welcome to Gallery Argenta. I'm Jamie, your
Hi, Jamie.
jovial art museum information educator. Push my buttons and see how I respond.
Okay. You know, I like
Welcome to Gallery
buttons.
Argenta. I'm Jamie, your jovial art museum information educator. Push my buttons and see how I respond.
Okay, well, we've done that. All right, so... Okay, the Peconian. Okay, Abernathy's Bluff. Okay, all right. What's this? Staff only? Please let me in. Okay. The Hills. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. The Henge. The Hearseman. Okay, Gray's Lore 20. Engulfing fishing boats. Okay. So, alright. A fishing boat. Can I... No, that's the wrong one. Okay. A fishing boat. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. The hunt. The chapel. Got orbs. Orbs floating around. Haunted already. The woods. You know what? Did you guys hear that? Let's start with the hallway. I don't know if we're gonna get smoked this early on, but let's listen to a painting here.
Abernathy's Bluff is the most inhospitable rock face on the island, luring countless mountaineers to their death every year. Whilst potentially deadly for the people that take part in the sport, it's supplied millions of pounds worth of revenue to Merlehaven in tourism.
Okay, the Baconian. Okay, alright. What's this?
Although the cause of the undulating hills' hypnotic rise and fall has yet to be found, geologists believe it's shaped by underground thermodynamics. Digging down has proved impossible, as the hill's rubber-like surface is impenetrable, and visitors who attempt the trip frequently experience blackouts and other disturbing side effects.
Interesting. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of stuff happening here. A doorway. Within a doorway. Okay, the eternal doorway. Okay, that's good. A rock formation resting on a sunset. Okay. A church. Okay, a chapel. Okay, alright, that's good. That's good. What's this? The gate, the Great Uck. Okay, the Great Uck. Is that a penguin? Okay, alright, that's okay. That's okay. Oh! 3 sinister-looking cloaked figures, each with a symbol etched. You know what? This feels like something. This feels like something I should write down. Okay, so we're gonna say. All right, hold on a second here. Let me get my piece of paper here. So, the 3 cloaked people are. We'll say. How about I'll write down the symbol. We'll say Christmas tree. And then we'll say a triangle. And then we'll say a goblet. Maybe something like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That feels like that's something. That feels like that's supposed to be something to me. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's keep on going here. So we got 5 of the 6. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep it going. Okay. There is no jump key, but that's okay. And then here's 6. Mirrorless butterflies. Okay. Okay. And who are you? Xavier. All right.
Perfectionist surgeon turned clockmaker Xavier Hahn is Merlehaven's most in-demand artisan. He took a small hiatus when his mother died last year, and more recently after divorcing his wife Caroline. But his reclusiveness and rare output has made him more in demand than ever.
Right. Okay, we're going through an art gallery. We're playing Murderous Muses. We are solving some kind of murder, but this was in the starting screen, so I think this painting is important. Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday, Merlehaven's most remarkable twins, were already well known as the miracle test tube daughters of geneticists Goddard and Constance Finch. But they found fame in their own right on the tennis court, quickly becoming the world's youngest and most memorable doubles champions.
Okay, interesting. Professor Myers.
Professor Catherine Myers is Merlehaven's current Vice Justice, serving under Justice Hoon, and is directly responsible for maintaining criminal laws and rehabilitating offenders. She's also the mastermind behind Merlehaven Manor, the island's only penitentiary, allowing offenders to rehabilitate closer to home instead of being sent overseas.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, what do we got here? A bell of some kind. Let's ring the bell. Savior's bell. Doesn't that look like that looks like it got melted by something. Oh. Okay. Let's try it again. Is it going to do anything different? Man, that is really loud. Okay, alright, let's keep it going. Nothing happening. And who are you? Otto.
Otto and Pip are Merlehaven's most famous comedy duo, having secured Best Comedic Performance for 3 years running at the prestigious Golden Auk Awards.
Right.
Pip also has his own solo career, which includes a best-selling children's book and a cartoon series based on the Pip is Hip universe.
Okay. Lilith.
As the last remaining funeral director on the island, Lilith Rendell ferries Merlehaven's souls to their final destination. Angel to the bereaved, she comforts those left behind, whilst pioneering carbon-neutral cremations and burials using compostable coffins.
Okay. And Dominique. Okay.
Better known as her alter ego, Miss Moonstruck, talented dancer Dominique Serrant regularly performs her bewitching blend of ballet and burlesque at the Moonstruck Lounge. At one time set for stardom on the West End stage, Dominique's path took an unexpected turn due to a tragic death in the family, but London's loss soon became Merlehaven's gain.
Okay. Alright, so there's nothing else in this room. This is lobby. The Baconian. Do we get anything like that? I don't think we do. Let's... The henge. Okay, what about this? Mirrorless butterflies. Okay. The Hearseman, let's listen to this.
Steve Stewart famously transported the dead in a distinctive blue station wagon until a macabre car accident in 1992 robbed him of his life and his head. Since then, several sightings of a decapitated man driving a blue hearse have given rise to the legend of the Headless Hearseman.
Headless Horseman, not Headless Horseman. They're Headless Horseman. Nice. Okay. Butterfly Park. Now we got a winner. I think I saw something with butterflies. Mirrorless butterflies. I bet this goes
The
there.
Merlehaven Butterfly Park and Centre for Tourism is on the north coast of the island and is home to over 2,000 exotic butterflies from all over the world. Merlehaven has its own unique butterfly species too, a merlefly, which resembles a red admiral but with asymmetrical markings on its wings.
Okay, the Butterfly Park, okay. The henge crystal.
During an excavation of the henge in 2011, a hive of secret passageways and rooms was found running all the way to the Aurora Woods and beyond. This giant crystal ball is one of the few artifacts recovered during the dig, and due to the ban on all paraphernalia of divination, is now safely homed at Gallery Argenta. Don't try to see anything in it. That would be illegal.
Makes me kind of want to try to use it. Okay, what do we got here? The farm. Let's look. Do we got a farm? I think we have, okay, fishing boat. Nope. Nope and a nope. Okay, that doesn't look like anything we're going to use. A Tornado de Luna. Fishing boats. Sunset rock formation. Okay, what is this? The Hunt? Okay.
Native to Merlehaven, the wild boar is generally harmless, though sometimes still hunted for sport. It's a frowned-upon activity that the triumvirate continuously consider banning, and Gray was against the hunt too. His painting aimed to bring more eyes onto their plight.
If you're just joining us, we're playing Murderous Muse, which is from my understanding, a murder mystery, although we're not too far into the game. From my understanding, every playthrough should take about 2 hours, but I've never played this game before. So, okay, this is going to be the chapel. This one I got. Deserted place of worship. I would bet a nickel. That's where this goes. Up. Let's put this here, please. Okay.
Merlehaven welcomes people of all religions, and today, Merlehaven Chapel is at the heart of the community, hosting weddings, burials, and ceremonies that mark the quarter and cross-quarter moons. Mordecai frequented the chapel as a child, up until his mother died.
Okay. Alright, so we've gone through the hallways, everything up to here. I don't think I have the farm. We're just going to keep on looking. I think Aurora Woods. We might actually have that one. Okay, that's fishing related. It's going to be a rock formation. No, I don't think we got it. Alright, what do we got here? The Auk Fair.
On the 16th of April 1953, the crew of a fishing trawler first discovered Merlehaven Island. This day would come to be known as Merlehaven Day, the island's birthday, and every year it's celebrated with the arrival of the Auk Fair.
Interesting. Kit Kat, welcome. Hope you have a great night. Okay, so anywho, we're trying to solve a murder mystery. Flock of the Starlings. I don't think I have that one. Resting on a sunset. I think, from my understanding, we're supposed to be burial grounds. Do I have a burial ground? Nope, I don't think we do. Her. I don't have that. The loop. Let's look at the loop.
The loop depicts the main road encircling Merlehaven that runs around the island and back again in the shape of a Mobius strip. Gray said that if you stand still for long enough on the loop, you'll meet everyone on the island.
It's mildly creepy. Okay. The triumvirate. I know tri is 3. I'll admit I'm not 100% confident on this, but this could be these people. It could be these people, maybe.
The triumvirate were elected by the first settlers to help shape Merlehaven's future. The judge upholds the rule of law, the mayor oversees policy making, and the mage shelters all citizens together under one spiritual umbrella, regardless of their beliefs.
So we got the judge, the mayor, and the mage. Interesting, okay. Revenge. I don't know what okay, we got a fishing boat, a doorway, and then we got a sunset. The future. This could be the doors, maybe. It is not. Bummer. Okay, alright. Burial grounds. I don't think I have that one. Tornado de Luna. I don't think I have that one. What's up, Tio? Hope you're having a great night. We are trying to solve a mystery of some kind. I've never played this game, but you know what? I believe in trying new things. Scrying. I think it's like in order to solve the mystery, you go through several days and you place paintings that tell more of the story of like who the eventual mystery murder is. But you have to place the paintings according to the little plaque clues that you can kind of piece things together. So this is the first time I've ever done it. I don't know if I know it's like a random generation every time you do a playthrough, so there's replayability, but we're we're trying. Scrying could be this one. It is not. Chalk Cellars. The docks. Okay, this could be here. I might have this one. This could be this one. Yes, let's go.
Merlehaven is still a major fishing venue, and its shores offer plentiful supplies, enough to keep the whole island fed for years. The docks pictured here are built on the very same site the original settlers landed.
The best I can tell is this is like, you know, about like a really obscure island. Okay, the Merlehaven Island. Okay, let's look here. Could be this one. We could try this one. It is not, because the button is not right. Doorway. Oh yeah, this is definitely this one. Okay, doorway. We got this one. Let's go.
This was the last painting from Gray's dream period, and the last piece he worked on before the 6 portraits that preceded his death.
It's kind of trippy though.
Doorways are said to represent passages and the transition from one life to the next. Notably, Gray was recorded saying that he'd passed through a gateway through which he could not return.
Pretty creepy if you ask me. Okay, so we have one painting left. A rock formation resting at sunset. And then I think we can end the day. So we want something to do with... Okay, so it's going to say something about rocks or sunset. Maybe, possibly. Rocks or sunset. We've listened to all these. It's not Cellars. Scrying. Well, I guess we could try this. No. Let's try this. Maybe it's named or something. Let's see. Maybe. Nope. The farm. I don't think it'd be a farm, but whatever. Chapel. The woods. I don't think it's this one either. Flock of starlings. That's birds. What about this one? Maybe this one? No, not that one. Revenge. That doesn't look like that would be it. The future. What about this? Nope. Burial grounds. I don't think it's that either. Okay, let's go back here. We listened to all these. Henge. Painting complete. Okay, let's listen to this.
The Henge is a rock formation that was allegedly home to the last ill-fated great auk before being consumed by the founding fissures. The distance and angle of each stone also correlates with the Fibonacci sequence, which spiritual people believe affords us a great focus of power.
Yeah, that's interesting. This is an interesting little game. I don't know if we're gonna have jump scares or stuff like that, but I'm hoping there's like some spicy stuff. Okay, so all right, our helper, our person, our boss said, put up the paintings. When you're done, turn on the security camera to start your shift. I do not know what's gonna happen once we start the security camera, but we're gonna find out. Let's go.
Wake up. Wake up. Oh, wake up.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. Okay. Let's pick up this. A painting of a key. I don't... What happened? What happened? 2 eyes? What happened? I don't... Oh, okay. I think I cycle this until it gets the key. No. Maybe not. Is this like clues? No. Let's try it again. Nope. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here. What do we got? Key. I don't know if I missed something. I feel like I'm missing stuff. What do we have happening here? Can we do something with this? No. Okay, that picks it and places it. Okay, what do we have here? Key? Key, please. Oh. Okay, let's take the key. 3 eyes, 2 eyes, 1 eye key. Okay, this is kind of weird. The Eye of Mordecai, and a marble that seems powerful. Okay. Can we... No. Can I place it again and do something else? No. Key is... What do the dots mean? I wonder what the dots mean. I feel like I missed like a tutorial or something like that. I guess I could be wrong. Oh, wait. We got something here. This. What does this do? Can we... Restore? What did that do? What did I restore? Okay, okay, there's a little thingamabob here. Interesting. Interesting. So what do I do here? I don't know what to do. Can we do something here? Let me try this again here.
Yes.
Yes, what? What happened? Oh, we got a new TV. Let's take the painting. I guess not. What do we got happening here? I suppose we want to watch TV. I can't take the painting. I don't feel like I really solved that, but we got it anyway. Ooh, let's take the key. Key that gives a slight hum when you listen to it. Okay. Stuck. Keep watching. Okay, no. Okay, key. Okay, let's try this. Can we unlock, please? Boop. I made it out of the tutorial. That was the tutorial puzzle. Let's see what they say. What does the TV keep on saying? Contains non-story spoilers. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. I don't want to spoil this. I want this to be as immersive as I can. Okay, all right. Let's the monitors reveal rooms, but this one in reception appears to be the gateway between here and there. I must be... Okay, hold on a second here. The monitors reveal rooms, but this one in reception, so we're in the reception room, appears to be the gateway between here and there. I must be careful not to activate it before I'm ready to leave. Trial and error is the key. Hang a painting, click a plaque, but without eyes, you cannot see. Without eyes, you cannot see. Clever little riddle. Is there anything in the back? There's nothing in the back. Okay. Okay, we don't want to do that. All right. Night 1.
You see them too, don't you?
I do. Maybe. Okay. Xavier. Okay, we'll take that. Thank you. Thank you. Come on now. Yep. Gonna collect all these. Yep. Very good. Yep. Okay, that's the people room. That's when you go down here. I think there's a people room. We already listened to this. We have not put these up, but I'm curious. Can I? Okay, I can. Merlehaven's Unsolved Mysteries. Halloween trick or treat. Uh-oh.
To successfully charge somebody with murder, you need to prove that they had the opportunity to carry out the deadly deed.
Colin, welcome.
So, where and when exactly was Mordecai Gray murdered? Here's what we know. At 7 p.m. on the 31st of October, Gray was scheduled to reveal his latest exhibition of portraits at Gallery Argenta. The last time he was seen or heard by anyone was when he delivered the final portraits to the gallery at 3 p.m. He told the gallery manager he had a final errand to run and that he'd be back before the grand opening. But he never came back.
He never arrived.
According to the coroner, Mordecai was murdered at precisely 7 p.m., the same time his exhibition opened. Where was he murdered? In his artist's loft on Sunvale Parade, the same place the body was found. So it's likely our killer wouldn't have had a corroborated alibi for the time of the murder.
Okay, so the killer has no alibi. Okay, okay, yep. I think someone, what do we got happening here? I heard something over here. What we got happening here? Yes. Responding to a Discord. Okay. Just had to take care of some Discord stuff. Okay, alright, so, alright, yeah. So Exhibit 1, All Hallows Eve, Fans, Criminal, Mordecai, Gallery, and then Murder. Really? Okay, so does this mean that these are the people that are the killers? I don't know the answer to such things. The Gallery, the Job, Merlehaven, All Hallows Eve. I can't click on these. Spirits, Portrait, Merlehaven, Ambition, Job, Passion. Exhibit 1. Exhibition 1. Okay, Ambition. I'll admit, I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Fans, Murder, Mordecai, Portrait. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Okay, so maybe. Do I see anything? Okay, so I got people like, so I got Passion and Passion. So Dominique and Sunday have Passion at 1. Mordecai for Otto and Xavier. Gallery for 2. Ambition, Criminal. Fans, Murder. I don't know the answers to such things. Okay, I wonder what would happen if we. What happens if we click? can we? We cannot. Okay, I can't click on that. I don't think clicking did anything. I got a feeling this is like a glorified game of Clue. But that's a theory. I don't actually know the answer to that. I think we might have to place. What about here? So Dominique. Let's try this. What happens if we do this? Or not? I guess not. Criminal. What is this? Is there anything in here? Nothing in there. Well, what the mess? What is? Okay, let's try this. Can we put this? Okay. I don't know what that means. Recycle. I don't know what that means. Okay, it's the same deal. There's nothing sequentially different. Okay, what about? Okay, what did that do? Oh, what is this? They really do throw you to the wolves in this game. Oh, what is this? Are you serious?
No.
Oh my gosh. Mordecai. Passion, Portrait, and Spirits. Okay, let's watch this again. There has to be something here. Halloween trick-or-treat, okay.
To successfully charge somebody with murder, you need to prove that they had the opportunity to carry out the deadly deed. So, where and when exactly was Mordecai Gray murdered? Here's what we know. At 7 p.m. on the 31st of October, Gray was scheduled to reveal his latest exhibition of portraits at Gallery Argenta. The last time he was seen or heard by anyone was when he delivered the final portraits to the gallery at 3 p.m. He told the gallery manager he had a final errand to run and that he'd be back before the grand opening. But he never came back. According to the coroner, Mordecai was murdered at precisely 7 p.m., the same time his exhibition opened. Where was he murdered? In his artist's loft on Sunvale Parade, the same place the body was found. So it's likely our killer wouldn't have had a corroborated alibi for the time of the murder.
Wouldn't have had... Okay. Oh, maybe these are clues. So wouldn't have had an alibi. Sunday, All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve, and what did it say? Who is the All? Okay. Let's try using Sunday. Okay, what about you? Okay, can't use any of these. Okay, that does not help me. Mordecai, Gallery, Ambition, Job, Murder. What about, okay, what about this? Okay, who do I have? I have Dominique. Okay, what about this? I cannot place this. Hung your first painting to see into the past.
Not superstitious, no, but I do get easily spooked. I'm kind of happy I won't be here on Halloween. Too many ghosts.
Okay, so she won't be there, so she doesn't have an alibi. Interesting. Okay, alright, so Dominique. She believes in spirits, so she wasn't there. Portrait. Okay, what about this?
When I'm rich and successful, I'm going to have a giant self-portrait hanging in the foyer of my New York apartment. That's what famous people do, right? Maybe I'll let you paint me.
And then passion. Okay, so she doesn't have an alibi. Okay, who else? Lilith. Okay, Merlehaven. Okay, let's try Lilith.
Tourism is booming. Visit Merlehaven, the land of ghosts and fish. Thing is, people are told the hills are dangerous, and they still go. Hate picking up bodies from there.
Now why did that, okay, I don't know why that did that. Why is this highlighted now? I don't know the significance of this. Do we have Sunday? We do not have Sunday. Xavier. Do we have Xavier? He might have been at the gallery. Let's try Xavier at gallery. behavior.
They spot-checked her in the viewing gallery and found 12 vials of ketamine in her bag. I said they were for me, so they didn't press charges. Caroline never did thank me for that.
Did anything change? Oh, what's this? Nothing else changed here. Okay. So he had an alibi. Sunday is not one of our deals. Professor Myers. She wasn't there because she was out of town. She's scared. We could try. Let's see if we can do this in sequence. So passion. Oh, hold on a second here.
It was a whirlwind romance. We met at the butterfly park, and 3 weeks later we were engaged. I can't help it. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to fall in love so completely I don't know which way is up.
Huh. Portrait. Okay, portrait.
When I'm rich and successful, I'm going to have...
Okay, spirits. She said she was scared.
Not superstitious, no. But I do get easily spooked. I'm kind of happy. I told you I wasn't trying to flee the island. I had an audition in Paris on the 1st.
Cutting it a bit fine, weren't you?
I could have made it if you hadn't stopped me from getting the last boat.
And where were you before that, between 4 and 7 p.m.?
At home. Packing.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. I live alone.
Okay, so she's not doing good. Lilith. Oh, I hear beeps. Someone else is messaging me here. Stuck on how to remove the green screen other than going transparent. I'm trying to help Knives right now. Hold on one second here. Stuck on how to remove the green screen other than going transparent. Calibrate position. Accessories, tracker, home. Okay, so you don't have chroma setting in Streamlabs or just want a static background. We'll see how he responds here. Alright, so let's go back. Let's try to knock out Lilith here. So Lilith, where do we got Lilith? Lilith has fans. So let's find fans. There we go, fans. Unlock a branching painting and ambition. Okay, here we go. This one is this. Okay, someone beeped again. Let me check that real quick. Okay, never mind, found it. Bahahaha. Typing something real quick here. Okay, we'll send him that. That'll give him something to work on. Okay, and then police report, please, Lilith.
You know where I was. You called me to fetch your body from the hills.
Where were you between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m.?
In the basement, pickling that tourist.
Alone?
Yes. It's not really a spectator sport.
Huh. Okay, auto. Do we have an auto? We might not have. We do have auto. Auto. Some more to KI. Oh, you gotta go to sleep. I wanted to stop and say hello. Oh, well, hello. Hope you're having a great night. We're solving mysteries. Trying to solve a mystery of who ended the poor victim. We gotta investigate all these suspects. But I hope you have a great night. Sleep well. Guess we need to find a Mordecai here. Oh, you blame Millhaven or whatever the name closest to it was. Yeah. Merlehaven is the place. That's the place of where the crime took place. But yes, you are right. That is where the crime took place. All right. And what do we got? We got to get Mordecai here. There. This. Okay.
Have you always wanted to paint things? Yeah, the living room needs doing. I'm not sure what I'd be if I wasn't doing this.
That's true.
Lonely.
So this particular game is a mystery game. I think it's supposed to be like Clue, the game Clue, except you have to collect evidence about these suspects, and then at the end of the round you submit who you think committed the crime. But you got to gather the evidence to reach your conclusions. But apparently it's a game that has like seeds. So when you start a new game, it regenerates like a whole new mystery with all new clues and everything like that. So I think from time to time I might be trying this because yeah, a good mystery is good for good times. Yeah. All right, so the ventriloquist, he has something happening here, and then spirits. Let's see if he's superstitious. He might be superstitious.
I'm doing 3 shows this Halloween, all at Marcy's, so unless they cancel, sorry, can't come. That's what he tells all the girls. Can you just get your mind out the gutter for 1 minute? Whoa, I'm just a puppet, pal.
See, now Dominique, she was scared of ghosts in this place. I think she's innocent because she didn't even want to be here. I think she's innocent, but that's just my speculation. And I think Knives messaged me something, or not. Let's see what we got happening here. Okay, we got people, all kinds of people messaging me, but let's keep on with the mystery. And then murder, or it could be a ruse to take the blame off. You're absolutely right. It could be. I don't think it's possible to speed run this game.
Well, I thought my mum was going to kill my dad at one point. Pretty much why I just hid in my room all the time. Had more time to work on Pip, I guess.
So Pip is the name of his puppet. So now we can do a police report on this fella.
I was at home.
Why?
Well, Marcy's gig had been cancelled. I knew there'd be alcohol at the gallery and I didn't want to tempt myself.
When was the last time you drank alcohol?
This morning.
So by tempt yourself, you mean...
I didn't want to see his face. Mordecai.
Oh. Didn't want to see his face. That's looking guilty. So now we know he doesn't like Mordecai. So that's motive. A dislike for the victim. I think she's innocent because she didn't want to be there. She was like at the mortuary. But I don't have a vibe on her. But he has intent. Otto is looking like the guilty one. Professor Myers. Do we got Professor Myers? Professor Myers, Vice Justice. Okay. So what do we got? Merlehaven. You're looking at Dom. I feel like there's something that was missing. Oh, here, I'll let you listen.
I told you I wasn't trying to flee the island. I had an audition in Paris on the 1st.
Cutting it a bit fine, weren't you?
I could have made it if you hadn't stopped me from getting the last boat.
And where were you before that, between 4 and 7 p.m?
At home. Packing.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. I live alone.
So that does make her suspicious, but this is the reason. Let me find spirits here. We got spirits. Let me find spirits. I'll show you why I think she wasn't there. If I can find it again. Or not. Okay, it's already gone. Whoops. Okay. Zombie? What? Okay, that's weird. Do I got one that says nope? Nope. Nope. Okay, so it's already gone. But basically, she said she was scared of spirits. Alright, so let's look at Professor Myers, Merhaven.
Have you forgotten already? Millhaven Manor is not just my family penitentiary. It's a beacon of hope for people who have fallen on harder times, who want to be their best selves. Surely you're kidding, Maudie.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay. Okay, job. Okay, we got job.
I worked briefly for the Crown Prosecution Service in London. I thought it would be my dream job. But financial crimes were always given the strongest sentences, whilst crimes of the flesh were barely noticed. I still remember Miss Darcy's dream defense.
Okay. And then fans. All right, what do we got for fans? Do I see fans? Need to find fans. Really? So we don't have fans? Did I miss it? Maybe I gotta re-roll. Do I have to re-roll fans? I don't have fans. Okay, Professor Myers. Okay, let's see if we can do something with this here. Put this and then recycle. I don't know what that did. What did this do? What did this do? I don't know. I don't know the significance of this. An unusual marble that seems powerful. Okay, what about this? +1. Okay, no, I don't want that one. No. Maybe this one? +1. Restore. I don't know the significance of this. Let's pick this up. We'll come back to this. Passion. So Sunday is passion. Okay.
Well, passion's important, but do you know what else you need? Money. Preferably lots of it. We have private courts and can afford private coaches, so we're very lucky. But it's essential if we're going to be the best in the world.
So her and her sister are the tennis people. All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. Yeah, okay, this one. Okay.
Our parents go to the same party every Halloween. I'm not sure we'll be attending this year, though. Things got weird last year. Half the island will be there, though, so good luck for opening night.
Amber Snow, what's happening? Hope you're having a great night. Good to see you again. Okay, alright. Well, you know what? Okay, so fans did come back to us. Let's actually use this to finish this one.
There are a lot of journalists wanting to see what goes on at the manor. We've become famous. I'm arranging several open days. Perhaps you could come, Maudie, to say a few words?
She's creepy. There's something messed up about her. Okay, so we got all the clues, and now we can get the police report for Professor Myers.
I was at the gallery from 6:30, talking to Sasha with some others.
Yeah, we know where you were. But did you see anyone else?
Only unfamiliar faces.
Can you describe them?
I didn't really pay attention. I was trying to find Mordecai.
Why was she trying to find Mordecai? Kind of curious. That's like, I don't like that vibe. He has intent. I think he's the most guilty right now, but let's keep on going. And then criminal. All right, what do we got? Do we got criminal? Yes, we do. That we do.
Cloning was illegal. That's why they kept us a secret for so long. By the time they went public, it was too late to do anything about it. Most people were too curious to care anyway, though. The scientific community in particular. Father said they actually got a lot of admiration for daring to break the rules.
So I think they were twin sisters. Okay, interesting. All right, let's do the.
Where were you the evening of the 31st of October?
I told you, I was at the gallery.
No one there could recall seeing you before 8 p.m. Where were you before that?
At home.
Alone? Or with your family?
I was alone.
Okay, and Xavier, Mordecai. Okay, I need to find Mordecai. Okay, Mordecai. I wonder if this is like, if there's difficulty modes. Like easy.
Am I talking to you through Mordecai's memories? Or am I just a figment of your imagination?
Okay, that's kind of creepy. Gallery. Okay, let's find gallery.
They spot-checked her in the viewing gallery and found 12 vials of ketamine in her bag. I said they were for me, so they didn't press charges. Caroline never did thank me for that.
Ambition. Do we got ambition? Ambition. Okay. I'm kind of mildly curious to see what this is.
I was a zombie after Dad died. I don't think I could have gone back to London then, even if they'd wanted me. Everything got on top of me. I only snapped out of it when I met Adam. He looks after me.
Okay.
Brains. Did you know eating a person is about as risky as eating any other type of omnivore? Just not the brain. Don't eat the brain. That could make you very ill.
That's the mortician. Okay. Okay.
I do like the odd drink. He orders 20 and drinks every other one. I like zombie cocktails. Looks like one. You can talk. Not when you're hammered.
Okay. And this might be like just free clues, I'm not sure.
We've been called freaks, aberrations, mutants, zombies. I just smile.
Okay.
She nudged me in the theatre, and the incision went too deep, stopped the blood to his brain, essentially zombified him. I think Caroline nudged me on purpose, to be honest. She liked a bit of murder.
Caroline. Oh, memory. Oh, interesting. Okay, so memories. What about this? Can we do this one?
There was barely anything left of him by the time I got home. Just a gasping husk with pleading eyes. It all happened so fast. I'm an only child, so I had to arrange everything myself.
I made the first cut to start embalming. And her eyes just shot open. She was gurgling something and I didn't know what to do, so I just carried on.
That's really whack.
Cutting until she stopped.
Gosh.
Just kidding, Mordecai. Well, you've got to have a sense of humour in this business.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not normal. Okay. That's okay, so Lilith is looking kind of sketch.
I did see Holly at the cafe. Barely recognised her. Did she turn around? She started crying when she saw me. uncontrollably. Well, you're a real looker. I offered to drive her home. After what your dad did?
What do you remember of being in the manor, Mordecai? Clearly you've forgotten some of our work. You stopped coming to church after your trip to the hills too. What happened out there?
The hills. I think that was referenced in one of the paintings in the original gallery.
That was all part of the experiment, of course. Everything equal. Although it didn't always work out fairly. Like with the kittens.
Oh, poor Buttons.
Buttons was Mondays. I was even more pretentious back then, so I named mine Orlando. Grey Persians. Mother and father said they were exactly like us. 2 peas from different pods. But Buttons was murdered.
They're kind of creepy too.
Mordecai already knows who killed him, so if these are his memories, then he's just playing with you. Is it nice having someone manipulate you?
Okay, we took those 2 clues on the house, and then those clues cycle. And this is the original gallery. Okay. Ambition. Oh, here we go. And this should be the last person. Let's go.
Ambition. Desire. I wasted time, and now doth time waste me, for time hath made me his numbering clock. I'm dying, Mordecai.
Okay. I still think it's him. Otto.
I wasn't even here on Halloween. I was in Germany. It was a whole organised hunting thing. They photographed me next to my passport.
Why didn't you go to opening night?
The more I got to know Mordecai, the less I became a fan.
Okay, but he was photographed.
Where were you the evening of the 31st of October?
I told you, I was at the gallery.
No one there could recall seeing you before 8 p.m. Where were you before that?
At home.
Alone? Or with your family?
I was alone.
It's a wash.
I was at the gallery from 6:30, talking to Sasha with some others.
Yeah, we know where you were. But did you see anyone else?
Only unfamiliar faces.
Can you describe them?
I didn't really pay attention. I was trying to find Mordecai.
Okay. This one seems the craziest.
I was at home.
Why?
Well, Marcy's gig had been cancelled. I knew there'd be alcohol at the gallery and I didn't want to tempt myself.
When was the last time you drank alcohol?
This morning.
So by tempt yourself, you mean...
I didn't want to see his face. Mordecai.
You know where I was. You called me to fetch your body from the hills.
Where were you between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m.?
In the basement, pickling that tourist.
Alone?
Yes. It's not really a spectator sport.
I told you I wasn't trying to flee the island. I had an audition in Paris on the 1st.
Cutting it a bit fine, weren't you?
I could have made it if you hadn't stopped me from getting the last boat.
And where were you before that, between 4 and 7 p.m.?
At home. Packing.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. I live alone.
I think it's Otto. Could be wrong.
To successfully charge somebody with murder, you need to prove that they had the opportunity to carry out the deadly deed. So, where and when exactly was Mordecai Gray murdered? Here's what we know. At 7 p.m. on the 31st of October, Gray was scheduled to reveal his latest exhibition of portraits at Gallery Argenta. The last time he was seen or heard by anyone was when he delivered the final portraits to the gallery at 3 p.m. He told the gallery manager he had a final errand to run and that he'd be back before the grand opening. But he never came back. According to the coroner, Mordecai was murdered at precisely 7 p.m., the same time his exhibition opened. Where was he murdered? In his artist's loft on Sunvale Parade, the same place the body was found. So it's likely our killer wouldn't have had a corroborated alibi for the time of the murder.
Okay. She got caught leaving. He got a picture with his... He said he had a picture...
I wasn't even here on
with
Halloween.
his passport.
I was in Germany. It was a whole organised hunting thing. They photographed me next to my passport.
Why didn't you go to opening night? Where were you the evening of
The
the
more
31st of
I got
October?
to know,
I told you, I was at the gallery.
the
No one
less
there could
I
recall
became
seeing
a
you
fan.
before 8 p.m. Where were you before that?
At home.
Alone? Or with your family?
I was alone.
Okay.
I was at the gallery from 6:30, talking to Sasha with some others.
Yeah, we know where you were. But did you see anyone else?
Only unfamiliar faces.
Can you describe them?
I didn't really pay attention. I was trying to find Mordecai.
Okay.
I was at home.
Why?
Well, Marcy's gig had been cancelled. I knew there'd be alcohol at the gallery and I didn't want to tempt myself.
When was the last time you drank alcohol?
This morning.
So by tempt yourself, you mean...
I didn't want to see his face. Mordecai.
That's a lot of guilt and anger written on that face. Otto is like my main first choice.
You know where I was. You called me to fetch your body from the hills.
Where were you between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m.?
In the basement, pickling that tourist.
Alone?
Yes. It's not really a spectator sport.
I told you I wasn't trying to flee the island. I had an audition in Paris on the 1st.
Cutting it a bit fine, weren't you?
I could have made it if you hadn't stopped me from getting the last boat.
And where were you before that, between 4 and 7 p.m.?
At home. Packing.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. I live alone.
I'm gonna go with Otto. Okay, let's go back to the reception. What does this do? Nothing. Okay. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna go with Otto.
Glad to hear you survived. I'm not worried about intruders. It's the boredom that'll kill you. 3 nights on, 4 nights off. Just 2 more to do and then you're done. Unless you're stuck in a time loop, playing the same 3 days over and over again. Just kidding. Or am I?
Day 2. So, thanks for putting all those paintings out for me yesterday. Just 2 more days to go. Take care. Okay. Take that. We'll take that. Can we please go around here? Okay, and then this is the people room. Farmhouse, okay, that's good. Curling trees, okay. Let's, cellars. Do I have a cellar? Nope. 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 Oh, this one, I know where that is. That's in the hallway, I think. Okay, so this is, this. I think this is the flock of sparling poultry. I think that's a thing for poultry. Or I guess not. So farmstead. Well, you know what? This is the Aurora Winds. Or Aurora Woods. Okay, alright. Let's go with the burial ground. I know this one. This one is going to be the burial ground and be my bet. Burial ground.
Originally an unorganized burial ground for the first settlers, the plot was turned into the largest solitary graveyard on the island, with thousands of headstones honoring the dead. Only Merlehaven residents with pre-booked plots can be buried here now.
Future. Revenge. Her. Flock of sparlings. Curling trees. I would have thought that was it, but I guess I'm mistaken. Aurora Woods. What about this? Oh, wait. Okay.
Gray's painting of the Aurora Woods is often compared to Edvard Munch's The Scream for the curvature they share. But Merlehaven residents have noticed another pattern. For them, the Aurora Woods is sister to the undulating hills, and they do share physical borders.
Okay. Alright, so we need to find the farmhouse. Okay, the farmhouse. This is a farmhouse. Okay, that's good. What about this? Can we do this? Yes, sir.
Generally recognized as one of Mordecai Gray's more whimsical pieces, this painting depicts Marie's farm in 1975, when farmer Marie Abernathy claimed she woke up to find all her chickens were levitating, as if lifted by an invisible hand. Unsurprisingly, Marie's story was met with ridicule, with some blaming it on the work of a poultrygeist, while others called for an exorcist.
Nice. Okay, clever, clever. Okay, what do we got here? Sprying. A painting of our glorious island. This could be it right here. Yeah, that's good.
Merlehaven Island was discovered in 1953 by crab fishermen who'd sailed too far out of the wash. The island was populated by many great auk, even though they had been declared extinct over 100 years before. These penguin-like creatures are still celebrated in Merlehaven's annual Auk Festival.
Okay. Oh, and then I think we've done put everything up. I still think Otto is guilty as mess. Okay. 2 more days to go. Did I miss a box somewhere? I thought I put all the boxes up. Let me look. Let me look for more boxes. Oh, there's another box. Cellar. Okay, I think I know where that might be. A cellar. I think that's here. Chalk cellar.
The chalk cellars are home to one of Merlehaven's largest exports, Merle Port wine. Using water from a natural spring in the Aurora Woods, the wine is said to have great healing and sometimes hallucinogenic properties. It's also the only alcohol that licensed premises can serve at all times of the day.
Interesting. Okay. We're gonna check one more. Well, you know what? I think we can try the computer again. What have we got here? Oh, apparently there's another box somewhere. Do we have another box somewhere? I guess we do. A rusty key. A rusty key. Hello? Okay. The Morph Girl? This isn't creepy at all. Oh my gosh. Morph Girl. There's nothing in here. What happens to Gallery Argenta stays in Gallery Argenta. Please do not take works of art home, Sasha. Okay. Morph Girl. Let's click it. I don't know. That seems really weird to me. It seems really whack. A stack of cards, and there's nothing here. Kind of creepy if you ask me. Okay. Try computer. Okay. Clickety click click.
I've just had a call from Lord Barnet asking to loan one of Gray's portraits. They're having a charity auction. They want a centrepiece. Could you be a love and pick one for me? Just leave it in reception. I'll call in for it. I'll be back tomorrow.
Choose portraits for Sasha. Pick one of the 6 suspect portraits from what? What did it say? What happens if I pick the wrong one? I'm gonna pick Otto because he's really sketched me. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. A nature scene depicting a clock in a tree surrounded by butterflies. Okay. That's kind of interesting. The future. What about this? Maybe this one? Surrounded by butterflies. Okay.
This arresting dreamscape was the second painting in Gray's dream period. Mordecai never revealed what the painting was supposed to represent, and only spoke about it in one rare interview, where he claimed that he could still hear that infernal tick, tick, tick. Controversially, some people say they can see pagan imagery in the piece.
Kind of interesting if you ask me. Okay, so we gotta put... Where do we oh. Maybe I gotta put it here. Okay, I think that could do it. Well, actually, let's see if we can place it here. No. We'll set it here. Maybe this is what's intended. Okay. What do we got happening now? Let's go. Night 2. I've wasted my eyes, 3 nights, 3 galleries, one behind the other, blasted corridors. Okay. Nothing else happening here. Police interview night 1. So night 1. Oh. What about find the new gallery each night. They occupy me with their stories, but it's the police interviews that will help me solve his murder. 3 questions, all in order, then touch their names. Okay.
Something has changed.
Yeah. Something has changed, okay. Nothing okay, this is the original. Okay, this is where we gotta do more stuff here. Let's...
To successfully charge somebody with murder, you need to prove that they had the opportunity to carry out the deadly deed. So, where and when exactly was Mordecai Gray murdered? Here's what we know. At 7 p.m.
Whatever. Something's changed. Okay. Okay, you know what we could do is let's play this little game. You know what? We're gonna use our we're gonna use the power of an iPhone camera.
Yes.
Okay. Cause you know what? I'm not too worried about. I'd rather save a little bit of time here. Let's take that key. A key that gives a slight hum when you listen to it. Okay. I bet we're gonna do this. Oh my.
Well, she's the gallery owner, hence Gallery Argenta. I've never actually met her, but she sounds lovely on the phone. She's also very lenient when it comes to breaking even. We don't often make a profit. In fact, she's mainly concerned that I keep hiring people to stay here overnight. Must be really worried about the insurance or something. Well, she's the gallery owner,
hence Gallery Argenta.
Gold coins, okay. Then what's this? Oh, was that a teleporter? Okay, that's a teleporter. Okay, that's good. That's kind of cool. So then the question is, what changed?
I told you I wasn't trying to flee the island. I had an audition in Paris on the 1st.
Cutting it a bit fine, weren't you?
I could have made it if you hadn't stopped me from getting the last boat.
And where were you before that, between 4 and 7 p.m.?
At home. Packing.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. I live alone.
You know where I was. You called me to fetch your body from the hills.
Why?
Well,
where were you
Marcy's
between
gig had been
4 p.m.
cancelled.
and 7
I knew there'd be
p.m.?
alcohol at the gallery.
In the
and
basement.
I didn't want to tempt myself.
Pickling that tourist.
When was the last time you drank alcohol?
Yes.
I was at the gallery from
spectators'
6:30, talking to Sasha with some others.
You mean? Yeah, we know where you
I didn't
were.
want to see his face.
But did you see anyone else?
Only unfamiliar faces.
Where were you the evening of the 31st of
Really
October?
pay
I
attention.
told you, I was at the
I was
gallery.
trying to find
No
Mordecai.
one there could recall seeing you before 8 p.m. Where were you before that?
At home.
Alone?
Wait,
Or with your family?
I was alone.
No, let's listen to this again.
I was at the gallery from 6:30, talking to Sasha with some others.
Okay, with Sasha.
Yeah, we know where you were. But did you see anyone
I wasn't
else?
even here on Halloween.
Only
I was in
unfamiliar
Germany.
faces.
It was a whole
Can you describe
organised
them?
hunting thing.
I didn't really pay
They
attention.
photographed me next to my passport.
I was trying to find Mordecai.
Why didn't you go to opening night?
The more I got to know Mordecai, the less I became a fan.
Okay. Nothing much happening. Nothing much happening here. And it said something changed. Oh, yeah, someone did change. Okay, we're sealed in. Trace evidence butterflies.
In many murder cases, the killer inadvertently leaves microscopic evidence at the crime scene that is later used to apprehend them. The murder of Mordecai Gray was no exception. That Halloween, a forensics expert pulled hemp fibers from the soft furnishings and wooden floor of Mordecai's loft. They were presumed to have been left by the killer, and although their precise movements could not be tracked, the freshness of the hemp fibers meant they'd been deposited recently. Forensics tracked those fibers down to one place, and one place alone. Merlhaven's Butterfly Sanctuary. But what did it mean? Based on the decomposition of the trace evidence found, forensics believed that Gray's murderer had visited the Butterfly Sanctuary just a day or two before their deadly deed.
Huh. Okay. All right. So okay, so we know they went to a butterfly house. Huh. Is there anything else? We got nothing else happening here. Okay, we already talked to all these. Says something's changed. Okay, so that's done. Let's check. Oh, this is changed. Creepy if you ask me. Anything moving? Nothing looking. It looks like a set of eyes to me, but whatever. Okay. Hello. Okay. So it looks like there's passwords. Oh. Oh, so each one of the suspects has a... Okay, let's do this one first. Okay, wait. So one, the surgeon. Okay, I can't click on anything there.
Xavier Hahn hardly finished anything he started. His mother hated him, his wife tried to kill him, and like a smitten schoolboy, he fell in love with his teacher.
Fell in love with his teacher. Nothing's happening. Huh. Not exactly sure what that means. Portrait. Memories.
Dominique, the burlesque ballerina. Whilst it seemed like everything was against her, I think we all know Dominique only had herself to blame.
Huh. Ideal alibi, crimes of passion. Or I wonder if... I don't know what this means. This is like, this doesn't... Yeah, this is a really throw you to the wolves, jump in type game.
Sunday and Monday Finch? Spoiled brats whose names were almost as pretentious as they were? They thought they were so perfect, but they were born with fatal flaws.
I don't know.
Lilith Rendell ate up everyone and everything that got in her way. If you knew her real secret, you'd be as good as dead. But on the bright side, she'd handle everything for you.
I don't quite understand the significance of these rooms.
Otto Pipistrel, a drunken womanizer who became increasingly jealous of the puppet he'd created. A puppet that had outgrown its master and was pulling its own strings.
Vessel, Xavier, Banish. Man, this is pretty intense stuff. Okay, let's start at 1. What do I got at 1? Mordecai. Do I got a Mordecai? I do not. Okay, alright. Escape. Story. Starlings. Ritual. Royals. Catherine. Sunday. I might have a Sunday. Oh, I have a Catherine. Okay, Catherine. Okay, it's not letting me do anything here. Okay, actually, man, this is like really whack. This is a very intense game for just like throwing you to the wolves. What happens if can I press a button? I cannot press a button. I cannot press their little thingamabob either. Okay, anything over here? Lilith. Let's try to place a Lilith. It's not letting me place the painting. What's in here? Is there anything in here? Purification. I'm really at loss here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, is this a new hallway? Oh, this is a new hallway. Oh my gosh, this game is like huge.
Well, she's the gallery owner, hence Gallery Argenta. I've never actually met her, but she sounds lovely on the phone. She's also very lenient when it comes to breaking even. We don't often make a profit. In fact, she's mainly...
Tips hotline.
Thank you for calling the Tips Hotline. Tips Hotline can reveal one of the innocent suspects. This is a paid-for service. Please hang up, insert payment, and redial. Have a nice day.
Okay. Stuck, keep watching. Contains non-story spoilers. Click me anytime to stop. Question suspects. Hang suspects over plaques. Click on plaque. Okay, we already knew that. We already did that. 1 eye equals 1 play. Recycle only if necessary. Exhibition boards. Show the rotation order. Huh. Interviews, police interviews. Play in order to unlock the interview. Okay, I already did that. Alright, whatever.
So it's likely our killer wouldn't have had a corroborated alibi for the time of the murder.
I wasn't even here on Halloween. I was in Germany. They photographed me next to my passport.
Memories and motives. Memories and motives. Staff room unlocks persist between players. Watch memories to reveal suspect stories from your second game onward. Yellow diamonds show unseen memories. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Well, you know what?
Melhaven is the supernatural capital of the world.
What? Someone started talking. Well, I am going to save here. Because we're already almost 2 hours in, and I am going to depart. But I hope all of you have a wonderful night, and I will catch each of you some other time. So, peace. Have a great one. Good night.